Hello my dear students of class 12. Today I am going to teach you Kirchhoff's law. See the topic Kirchhoff's law. Okay? So student, there is a two laws of Kirchhoff's. Okay? First law is called KCL. KCL is the first law, and the second law is called KVL. Now what is KCL and what is KVL? You know, K for Kirchhoff's, the name, C for current, here C for current, and law, L for law, and V for voltage. So Kirchhoff's voltage law. So KCL means Kirchhoff's current law and KVL means Kirchhoff's voltage law. This is the first one and second law. Now what is Kirchhoff's first law? KCL means sum of, right in your copy, sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. Sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. So sum of all current means, so write sum of all currents meeting at a junction is 0. It means summation of I is equal to 0. You must write the expression. This is called the expression. So KCL expression, summation of all I equal to 0. So suppose there is a chord where different where, okay. So there is some resistance R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. Current I1, I2, I3, I4 leaving, I5 leaving. So you can write I1 plus I2 enter in this junction. So see, in this junction O, I1, I2, I3 in I1, I2, I3 in I4, I5 out. So minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0. So sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. Say with me, sum of all currents meeting at a junction, sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. Sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. Say 4 times, sum of all currents meeting at a junction is equal to 0. Similarly, you can say for KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. This for you have to take a closed loop. See, in this case you can take closed loop or open loop, okay, but in this case you have to consider a closed loop. So you can write sum of all change of potential pot. Sum of change of potential pot. Change of potential means delta V, okay, around any closed loop is equal to 0. It means summation of delta V is equal to 0. This is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay. So this is Kirchhoff's voltage law. So this is Kirchhoff's current law. This is Kirchhoff's voltage law. This law. See, now back to the KCL. See, in this KCL what happened? All the currents meeting at a junction means here no charge accumulated. Okay. The charge entering and the charge leaving both are equal. It means no charge accumulated at this point. So you can say this is for conservation of charge. What? Conservation of charge. So this law belongs to conservation of charge. Right? What? Charge. Charge means Q. So sometimes the question, which law implies the conservation of charge? Then you say KCL. Kirchhoff's current law is the conservation of charge, for conservation of charge, and KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, this is for conservation of energy, right? So you can write this is for conservation of energy. Conservation of energy. This is for conservation of charge. for conservation of energy. Okay, so there is a two law, KCL and KVL. Now we are going to solve two numericals, okay, so that you can perform any numericals from Kirchhoff's law. Please pause the video and write everything. Please pause the video and write everything. Okay students, please draw the circuit diagram. Okay, numerical number 1. Numerical number 1. Please draw the circuit diagram, please. Okay, first of all, how to perform, pause the video and draw. Okay, first of all, you have to draw the current loop. This is the first loop, okay, and you know current coming from plus to minus, so you can write this is for I1, the loop round like this, and here plus to minus, loop 2 running like this. So now student, you can write the equations for loop 1. So you will write loop 1. Loop 1. See, in loop, when you think for loop 1, you just forget everything about loop 2. So you only consider about loop 1. So in loop 1, 4 volt, only 1 here, 4 volt is equal to all change of potential, means 4 minus all the potential. How to calculate potential? Current into resistance. Current into resistance. So you can write 2 into I1. See, I1 current flowing through this loop. And in 4, see I1 and I2 passing through the 4. So in this line, you can write I1 plus I2. So plus 4 I1 plus I2. Now simplify this. 4 equal to 2I1, 4I1, 6I1 plus 4I2. Okay, so this is equation number 1. Okay, and for loop 2, this is for loop 1. Now for loop 2, now you think for loop 2 and you forget about loop 1. So for loop 2, see here 6 volt, only single EMF. So you write 6 equal to only single 6, 12 into I2, 12 into I2, and 4 into common 4 into I1 plus I2. Simplify it. 6 equal to 12 I2 plus 4 I2. How much? 16 I2 and 4 I1 plus 16 I2. That's all. This is equation number 2. Solve simultaneous equation. You will get I1 and I2. Okay. Please find the solution and say how much current I1 and I2. So after solving this simultaneous equation, I think you can solve this simultaneous equation. Okay. So after solving this, you will get I1 for 0.5 ampere and I2 for 0.25 ampere. Okay. Done. Okay. Now please pause the video and write it down. Next, second numerical. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let's start numerical number 2. Please draw the circuit diagram. This is numerical number 2. Pause the video and draw it first. Now students, see, there is a 2 loop, but in the first loop there is a 2 EMF, right? 3 and 2. And whenever you consider for second loop, there are also 2 EMF, 2 and 5. Now this type of problem, how you can solve this with the help of Kirchhoff's law. Okay. So first of all, think for first we apply first law, KCL. So think this is a point P, and in this point I1 current meeting, I2 current also meeting, and I3 current also meeting at the point P. So you can write numerical number 2 using what? KCL. So at point P, I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to D0. So from this we can calculate I3 equal to minus I1 plus I2, right? This is our first equation. This is our first equation, right? Right? Right. Now second and third equation we'll draw for first loop and second loop. So in the first loop, see in the first loop, how you can take the direction of current, listen very carefully, okay? See, this is 3, this is 2. Which EMF is higher, 3 or 2? Which EMF is greater value, 3 or 2? 3 or 2? Yes, 3. So you can take the direction of current, you can take the direction of current with 3 to 2. So you can draw the current like this. This is for loop 1 current in this direction, in this direction, in this direction. Got it? Because 3 is higher than 2. Now consider for loop 2. There is 2 EMF. One 5 and another is 2. Which one? Forget about 1. Now think about 2. 5 and 2, there is a 2 EMF. Which one is higher? Yes, 5. So you can consider the direction of current 5 to 2 like this. This is for 2. So you can consider the direction of current in this direction, 5 to 2. I think you understood. All of you understood. Okay. So you take from higher to lower, higher to lower. Like now, think for loop 1. So we consider for loop 1. See in the loop 1, how many EMFs are there? How many EMFs are there? 3 and 2. So 3 plus 2 minus and 2 against it. See 3 plus 2 minus in this direction and 2 plus 2 in this. So it contradicts, it collides. It means you can write 3 minus 2 like this. 3 going in this direction, 2 going in that direction. 3 minus 2. Or see the direction that I have drawn. See in this direction and 2 going opposite to my direction. So you can write 3 minus 2. Understood? See 3 in this direction and direction of current same. So 3 is plus, but 2 opposite to my direction. That's why minus. Now you think for 4 into I1. 4 I1 direction here left and my direction also left. So you can write 4 I1. Clear? Now wait. For I2, see left and my direction right. Left, so right. So 1 minus why? Right, left. So 1 into I2. Understood? Because I2 current in this direction and my direction given right. So that's why minus. So from this we get 1, 4 of I1 minus I2. So this is equation number 2. Now we consider what? Loop 3. Loop 3. So loop 3, sorry, loop 2. Loop 2 means this loop. Now you tell me. Now you write the equation. Okay. See 5 to 2. So you can write 5 minus 2. Why? 5 direction left and my direction also see left. So it supports my direction. But think about 2 direction left and my direction right for 2. So for 2 it will be minus. Similarly for I2 current you can write 1 minus 1 into I2 because resistance 1, I2 current flowing resistance 1 for this wire, so and it will be negative. And then for 3, this is 3 ohm. For 3 ohm it supports my direction. See I3 direction, I3 current flowing through 3 ohm, I3 current flowing through 3 ohm which is left and my direction also left. So you can write plus 3 I3. now you can put the value of I3 from here to there. So you can write the next 3 is equal to 5 minus 2 3 and minus 1 into I2. Put the value of 3 from equation number 1. So you can add minus 3 I1 plus I2 and then simplify. So minus I2 and minus 3 I2. So and minus 3 I1 minus 5 I2. Sorry, 4 I2. 3 I2 plus 1 I2 means 4 I2. So this is 14. This is equation number what? 3. So you can solve equation number 2 and 3. Solving equation 2 and 3, you will get I1 how much and I2 how much, and put the value of I1, I2 in equation number 1, you will get I3. So you just solve it and okay, and you can solve I1, I2, I3. Okay, so pause the video and solve it. So students, after solving, we will get I1 1 by 19, I2 15 by 19 plus, this is minus, and you will get I3 by putting I1, I2 in 1, equation number 1, from 1, you will get I3 equal to minus of 1 by 19, okay, minus plus, and minus 15 by 19, it means you will get 14 by 19, right? 14 by 19 and minus. So this is I3. So you can check the answer. Okay. Okay. I think this video is very informative to you, and you can learn the how to solve the numericals using Kirchhoff's law. Okay. Any problem you can tell me in the class. Thank you very much, students. Okay. Thank you.